Chris here from Chris Holstrom Concepts. I just wanted to take a moment and show you our 2013 SEMA car that was at the Dynamax Rancho booth that we built from ground up. We had a really good time down at the SEMA this year with winning the Gran Tursimo Award, Best of Show. This car will be featured in Gran Turismo 6, where you can actually take this car for a drive and race it yourself against other cars. We also won the Good Guys Golden Builder Award, the inaugural year of the top 5 cars of SEMA as chosen by Good Guys Rod and Custom Association. This car here we built from, like I said, from ground up. We started with a car, basically the requirement was for our local customer, Phil Mitchell, was to find a nice 67, 66 Nova. We found one that was in rough shape, but it was rust-free, and it had an LS9 engine ready to go. So we had a body, we had an LS9 engine, and we had a 6-speed transmission. And with that, that was the foundation for our car. What we were able to do is Detroit Speed and just come out with their complete quadrillink rear suspension and front suspension components, which I'll show you later. But basically, forge line, bare brakes, vintage air, a whole bunch of folks made this car happen, including vendors, our custom metal work that I'll show you a little bit about. The interior is incredible by Jamie McFarland Upholstery, and just a host of other goodies. So just stand by as we're going to show you select features of the car. Underneath the rear end is a full quadrillink coilover design suspension by Detroit Speed and Engineering. We're able to stuff an 11.5-inch rim in the back. What looks perfect on these cars is a staggered 18-19-inch rim. We've got a 19-inch rim on the back with our go-to brake company, Bear Brakes, out of Arizona. This is a 6P caliper with their custom color. If you look at the caliper real close, you can actually see the machining through it. It's a transparent color with NRG lug nuts, 14-inch rotors, again 6-piston calipers on a Forgeline True 3-piece billet wheel where the hardware is actually mounted from behind. This is a part of their concave series. Typically when a builder does something in the trunk, they throw a mat down so everybody can throw their lawn chairs in and cooler and whatnot. But we decided on this car, let's make it an extension of the rest of the car. So lots and lots of hours, completely body working the trunk. The battery, we wanted everything just kind of submerged in the back to make it look like it just wasn't just bolted in. So the Optima battery is sunk down with a DSE battery mount. The oil tank is from Peterson's. We had it powder coated, drop down 3-gallon oil tank. Then all the perimeter hardware is from Ring Brothers. Again, all the amazing sheet metal work from Ewing Customs. This is all one panel here, shrunk in to make look exactly the way that it needed to make it look just completely finished. LS9 supercharged engine, one of the very first crate motors available from GM that was originally in the ZR1 Corvette. This one from the factory was destined to make 638 horsepower. We were able to tune it to get over 700 horsepower at the flywheel at a just over 3,000 pound car. It is an absolute blast to drive. The custom engine cover, we wanted to dress up the engine. There's really no way to make an LS9 pretty unless you just kind of cover everything. So Ewing Custom Cycles was able to create this one-off piece engine cover that it incorporates the engine cover and the air intake. This whole piece behind the radiator is part of the air intake system. We blended it in to make it look like a part of the radiator. Over here is the power steering reservoir, coolant overflow. These are the DSE engine panels that we modified to fit the air intake. Over 100 hours just into this piece. There's no filler, nothing. This is all right from Josh Ewing. We just powder coated it and built the panels for it and installed them. If you can catch a little peek of the Anvil carbon fiber hood, this is a full 100% carbon fiber hood hung by Ring Brothers billet hinges to kind of tie everything in. Willwood master cylinder, proportioning valve, hydraulic clutch. Everything is vintage air up front is all tucked in. With the little Nova, the hardest part of this project was taking the intercooler, was taking the oil tank for the dry sump, was taking the condenser for the AC, and fitting everything in. Literally, we had to modify the grill and push everything in as tight as we could to fit all of those components in here. All of the wiring, all of the AC lines, everything is hidden up inside of each inner fender, completely out of the way, so you don't see any wires or any associated components. Interior, there's a whole lot going on again, but you don't necessarily pick out one particular thing. The transmission tunnel is all hand formed and raised up to fit the massive T56 6-speed transmission. The pedals are all the trick pedals are by Clayton Machine Works. Vintage Air has these really cool looking AC vents, but we decided instead of hanging some below the dash, let's go ahead and raise it up and weld them into the dash itself. This is an e-stop e-brake system that is all electronic. You're hearing it beep. It's basically applying and releasing the e-brake without having an unsightly pedal. You just hit the button and it locks it down. I did it, supplied this tilt steering column, and as you can see, it's a Budnick steering wheel. We hid the electronics behind a custom dash panel. The odometer gauges are from the custom shop, where we were able to go in and on a website pick out the font, the colors. They're backlit in red, and everything just flows together. We wanted to go with a little bit of a vintage Ferrari theme on this car, 60s Ferrari. And Jamie McFarland from McFarland Upholstery was able to hit a home run with the custom double diamond stitched full leather interior, headliner, custom seats, door panels, everything to kind of give it that vintage Ferrari feel, high end, but yet classic.